Hello Inspired Generations, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting and informative topic for all our international students aspiring to study in the United States. We will be discussing the F1 visa interview, and I'll be sharing some possible questions and answers to help you prepare for the big day. So let's get started. Before we dive into the questions, let's quickly understand what the F1 visa interview is all about. The F1 visa is a non-immigrant student visa that allows foreign students to pursue academic programs in the US. The interview is a crucial part of the visa application process, and it is essential to be well prepared to make a positive impression on the consular officer. Here are some of the general tips to keep in mind before we go into the questions and answers. Number 1, be confident and maintain eye contact with the interviewer. Number 2, answer questions truthfully and concisely. Number 3, be prepared to explain your study plans and how they will align with your career goals. Number 4, show strong ties to your home country to demonstrate your intentions to return after completing your studies. Let's go through some possible questions and answers that you might encounter during your F1 visa interview. Number 1, why did you choose the United States for your studies? I chose the United States for its world-class education system and the opportunities to collaborate with the leading researchers in my field of study. Question number 2, which university will you be attending and what is your course of study? I will be attending this university and I will be pursuing a bachelor's, master's, PhD degree in this particular field of study. So this particular question you are answering, you're telling them the particular university that you will be attending, the name of the course. Like I can give an example. I will be attending University of Central Oklahoma and I will be taking Masters of Science in Business Analytics. That is a possible answer. So you just provide the particular university that you are applying for. University of Central Oklahoma, University of Southern California, and so many others. Let's go to question number 3. How did you find about this particular university? I came across this particular university while researching online and found that it offers an excellent curriculum and research opportunities in my area of interest. So these particular questions, you're trying to explain to them how did you come across this particular university. And as I said before, you have to be very truthful. You have to provide an honest answer. You have to convince them that whatever answer you're providing to them, it is a genuine answer. Let's go to question number 4. Do you have any relative or friends in the United States? Yes, I have a cousin or a friend who is currently residing in this particular city, but my primary reason for going to US is solely for my studies. So in this particular question, you have to be precise. If it is somebody who is very distant, a distant cousin or somebody who is not very close related to you, then you don't need to disclose such information to them. But if it's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, then you need to tell them that yes, I have a cousin, I have a brother who lives in this particular city or this particular place. But you have to go forward and tell them that your only reason as to why you're going to the United States is for the purpose of study. All right. Question number 5. What are your plans after completing your studies? After completing my studies, I plan to return to my home country to apply the knowledge and the skills I've gained in contributing to its development and growth. This particular question is very, very important. The consular want to understand what plans do you have. Are you planning to come back home after your studies? Which is very, very important because at the end of your studies on your F1 visa, you're supposed to come back home. Let's say you're supposed to take 5 years, you're supposed to take 4 years, you're supposed to take 3 years. After your 3 years, you're supposed to come back home. So don't tell them that I'm planning to look for a job in the United States after I finish my studies. I tell you, they will not give you a visa. I had a conversation with a friend and he told me that was his mistake. When they asked him what plans does he have after he finishes his studies, he said that I plan to get a job or to look for an OPT or to, he gave them a reason not to trust him, based on the kind of visa that he is getting, which is F1 visa. So you have to be very careful. You have to tell them that you plan to come back home after your studies, and actually you can go ahead and tell them, actually I have a job offer to work in this particular institution, and this is the letter. This is the letter from that particular institution showing that after my studies I plan to come back home and work for this particular institution. Let's go to question number 5. Do you have any scholarship or financial aid for your studies? Yes, I have been awarded a partial scholarship from the university, and I also have sufficient funds to cover the remaining expenses. Question number 6. Can you explain your study plan in the United States? The possible answer is, during my time in the US, I intend to focus on my academic, engage in research projects, and participate in extracurricular activities that will enhance my overall learning experience. Question number 7. Have you ever been to the United States before? A possible answer to this question is no, this will be my first time visiting the United States. So this question also, as I said, be precise, be confident, provide the exact answer. If you have ever been to the United States, then give them an answer. Tell them, yes, I was in the United States for this particular purpose in this particular time. If not, tell them, no, I've never been to the United States before. And then let's go to question number 8. How do you plan to adapt to the cultural differences in the US? A possible answer is, I believe in being open-minded and adaptable. I am excited to experience new cultures, and I will actively engage in campus activities and student communities to make the most of my time in the US. So this particular question is also very crucial. In US, there's a lot of politics, there's a lot of things. You have to be conversant. You have to be conversant with what is happening in this country, because at the end of the day, you're coming to their country. So they don't want to bring somebody that is going to be troublesome to them. They don't want somebody that is going to look down upon their culture. So you have to be conversant. You have to be very conversant with what is happening in this place, and be a person who is very open-minded to learn and to experience new cultures. Let's go to question number 9. What ties do you have to your home country that will ensure you return after your studies? So I have to explain this particular question before we will make a video actually to answer this particular question, because it is a big question at the visa interview, because they want to see if you are desperate to come to the United States. If they see that the possibility or some sense of you being desperate to come to the United States, then they will not give you a visa. That's why it is very important to make sure that you provide them a very good answer. Maybe you have a property, you hand a job, you have a job offer to come back home, you have a family. So those are some of the things that you need to take care of or mean to consider. But we will talk more about how to prove strong home ties in another video. Make sure that you check out to my channel to make sure that you benefit with that information. I have strong family ties, and I also see significant opportunities in my home country to apply the knowledge and the skills I gain in the US to contribute to the growth and its development. So that's a very nice answer. In as much as you come to this place, you have to show patriotism in a way that you love your country. The only reason that you're coming to this place is to learn. The only reason you're coming to this place is for the purpose of studies. You don't hate your country. There are opportunities in your country. There is a potential for growth. So those are the answers that you're supposed to provide to them. They will know that this is a patriot. This guy is planning to come back home. He sees a good future in his country. So those are some of the things that you need to provide to them. You have a strong family, and you have even some properties, and you were working actually prior to applying for this particular visa. There you have it, Inspire Generations, a list of possible questions and answers for your F1 visa interview. Remember, preparation is the key to success. So practice with a friend or a family member to build your confidence. Good luck to all of you who are embarking on this exciting journey. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative content. See you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.